Alright, I was just logging on for the day and I noticed a new visitor wanting enchanted hay bales, which we could easily do. I already had them in the sacks. So we accepted that offer and got up to milestone 4 on that, which gave us another 2 farming fortune because of our equipment. Alright, the next part of the plan, if we just go ahead and look at this plot here, I have 2 layers of dirt, water for the rows, and then glowstone to light up the bottom layer. All that we need to do is till it and then plant it. Now the tilling, I'm waiting for 2 more contests which I can attend. Then I can buy this hoe of greatest tilling, which will just be very ideal for getting this done in a reasonable matter of time. And then I remembered that before I plant it, I can copy it, and then we can copy that for the wheat and potato plots. Then I can plant it, get farming, and soon enough, get Cropie Armour. In the meantime, this profile is over 3 months old, and honestly, not having been to the Crimson Isle yet is sort of criminal. We need to get there for multiple things: trophy fishing, fairy souls, general collections and minions, and just items that can be really helpful. Overall, it is a pain still having this locked away, so we're going to work on that a bit. I feel like the quickest way is going to be bestiary milestones, and honestly there's only going to be a few tiers that I think are going to be relatively quick. Minus skeleton 4 we could get, but that's sort of on its own in the deep cavern, so I don't want to focus that. I think the areas that I'm going to focus are the hub, because we can do slayers, get combat XP from the slayers and from the bestiaries. The farming island ones are honestly pretty easy to max out, so I think we could get this page just fully maxed easily, and then we'll never have to worry about that again. Spider's Den if we do some tarantula slayer, and then the catacombs. I think this is going to be the easiest way just to get a ton of bestiary in even just a few runs. Okay, we already got bestiary milestone. I think someone's barn fishing up there. There's pig 5, the first mapped bestiary. There's cow 5, now just chickens left for the barn. And there it is. We've also gained a few tiers just with my dreadlord. I've caught a few of these sea creatures roaming around, so that's been an extra few. We're now going to travel over to the desert settlement and try to max these out. There's sheep 5, and there's rabbit 5. And the final bestiary is these guys. Okay, so this is the third carnival, once again Foxy's Minister, which I think will probably end up being most of the carnivals coming through Minister, rather than an actual election. But I have gotten my goals, and since I never spent tokens from last time, we have 3,300. So I think I'm just going to get all the masks that I want. We already have the B mask from the bingo profile last episode. If you want to watch that, it's in the top right now. And then I'm going to grab the armadillo mask and the frog mask. I think those are the 2 useful ones. Frog mask definitely for foraging, and then armadillo mask for cobblestone, red sand, mycelium, stuff like that. And there we go, that's 3,000 points gone and 9.5 mil net worth. And in terms of perks, can we afford any? We could do. Now, Spooky Festival I think has the most useful perks, and even though I should because I'm an Iron Man, I barely attend events. Festival and the actual Jerry bit, I barely ever make it do. Fishing Festival, sort of, but still less likely. The one that I pay the most attention to is Mining Fiestas, so I'm going to pay the most attention to these perks as well, so we'll upgrade that. And then we can't max that out, but we could in about 2 zombie shootout games, so I'm going to do a bit more of this tomorrow and then get a few more perks. Alright, just been doing some minion collections, and our obsidian minion got to tier 7 obsidian, and then mining 26, as well as level 66. If you're wondering what this guy is down for, it's to get us a tree cap so we can actually start working on some foraging goals. There they are. And you get a sneak peek at my other goals for the other skills there. Okay, we should have 4 bronze contests to claim right here. There we go. Which should mean we can then convert to 2 silvers and buy the Hoe of Greatest Tilling. These new tools are so satisfying to use and make it so much easier. Alright, the plot is ready to be copied and then planted. Okay, we don't have enough crops to plant the second layer yet, but once we've done a run through we most certainly will. And then we can finally get to farming, but next I want to see how this pastes over. I couldn't remember if I needed the blocks and stuff in my inventory, but I don't, which is really nice. So this one will be wheat, and I need to get to the cleanup for the potato. God, I just hate clearing plots, but at least it's done now. Okay, just like that, we have wheat, we have carrot, and just over this building here, in the far distance, we have potatoes still growing. So, we can finally get to farming and working towards the Cropie Armour. The first crop I'm going to aim to farm and hopefully finish off soon is the wheat for both the tightly tied harebells, which shouldn't be too slow, and then the boxes of seeds. So 150 seems about the right speed for this if I'm holding S and then side to side. And I guess I'll just see you when I have something to update you on. Our first Cropie, it will have gone into our agronomy sack, but I didn't know you get a chat message. That's nice, so that I can sort of know how many I have. We only need 30 since we're not doing the boots right now. And yeah, that's our first. We are also getting very close to wheat milestone 20. And just like that in 3, 2, 1... Okay, I got that bang on. Milestone 20. Alright, I believe if we empty our agronomy sack here, just with all the wheat-related things, I guess, we should have enough for our final tightly tied hay bales, and we'll also catch up on blocks of seeds. There's the hay bale, and 6 boxes of seeds. Will that be enough? It will. More than enough, actually. So that is all the wheat-related farming to do. Now I think usually it's for boxes of seeds that takes a while with wheat rather than the hay bales, but since I've been saving up seeds like since we started the garden, knowing this was upcoming, they weren't too bad and they've lined up nicely with when we actually finished needing normal wheat. Now the only other thing that we might need them for is the garden sack, so I am going to keep the ones we have. I was about to put them in the composter, but yeah, we'll keep them. Which brings me to question, which one shall we do next? Carrot or potato? If we have a look at Cropie here, we need 45 enchanted baked potatoes and we need 30 enchanted golden carrots. I think I'm going to go with the carrots first, A, because there's less of them, and B, I don't know, I think I prefer the look of carrots to potatoes. But let's just do a quick Cropie check. We got 15 just from farming the wheat, so we should definitely get enough, and then we'll probably have a few spare to eventually craft the boots once we're to the point of fermento and just want museum donation. And for the Cropie talisman, is it a talisman or a ring? Talisman, yeah, which we'll need 4 stacks for. And then 2 stacks of squash and 8 condensed fermento, which is 72, I think. And oh yeah, so that I can actually watch other stuff and it's bearable during this process, I do have all my sounds off at the moment. Okay, I've just finished the first harvest. Keep in mind this is still only 1 layer for all 3 of them. I've not planted the second layer on any of them, and I've not really needed to, so I sort of regret putting the work in for that. Let's just have a look how many carrots I have. Not sure if this is all from this first farm, simply because I might have had some in sacks already. But how many golden carrots can we get? Nearly 6, very close to 6. So I'm guessing it'll be like 5 per harvest, which isn't great, but not too bad either.